everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am back with a full moon oracle card reading for October 1st, 2020. In this moon, it is called the harvest moon, and depending upon where you are in the world, you'll probably sense that orangey glow to it, and it's a full moon that's closest to the horizon. Now, normally the harvest moon takes place in September, but the way this year it fell into October. And October is going to be a pretty powerful month because we have a lot of different moon phases going on, a lot of different energies. And what I like about the harvest moon is it symbolizes transition between seasons, the literal meaning or the seasons of life. A lot of us are putting closure to different situations and different events in our lives, and we're transitioning into a new chapter. I am doing this myself in a couple of little things. Nothing too major, but enough to make a difference. And there you go. You hear, yeah, neighbor!
Oh, God, I love you guys. Anyway.
And if this month wasn't powerful enough, starting September 9th, we entered our lovely retrograde in Mars. So wonderful. And we all love the retrogrades, don't we? And it goes until November 13th, I want to say. But apparently, according to many people, we are going to feel the effects of it until the end of December. So 2020, just bring it. Retrogrades don't always have to be bad, though. It's just very, very energetic time. In this case, it'll be a very emotional time. It'll also be about keeping up your stamina and your motivation. You will feel a roller coaster effect in that. So there will be times you'll feel physical fatigue. And then other times you'll feel like you're on top of the world and you can accomplish anything. The key thing the universe wants you to know is to go with these energy pockets. When you have a day or even a week that you feel really good about things, you feel clarity, you feel like you have that physical energy, that is the time to get things done. So as usual, I'm going to use my Moonology Oracle card deck by Yasmin Boland. You can find this on Amazon if you want to have a deck of your own. All the links will be below so you can take a look at it at your own leisure. I am looking into a few decks. I know I've said that in the past. There is one I have my eye on, but it's not in stock right now. But I do want to vary my decks eventually, considering I'm starting to get a pull to start doing these readings again. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle the cards, and I already shuffled them a few times and cleared the deck before the video started, but I do like to shuffle them on air as well, because that way people can see what's going on and what's really going into it, and that it's authentic. So, oops. Oh, these cards don't want to cooperate with me here. Sometimes they shuffle really easily and other times they don't. It's always whatever energy you're dealing with. And the way they're shuffling right now kind of fits the Aries energy. It's going to be an interesting month. I'm actually excited about this month. I really think there's going to be a lot more good than negative. But it is, again, going to be roller coasters. However you handle it and how proactive you are instead of being as reactive. So, all right. Get these cards. Okay. All right. These are pretty interesting. Okay. The first one is... Okay. Let's see if I can get in the camera. I'm a little out of practice, so bear with me, guys. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. This hits home for me as well as for many, I'm sure. We have had quite a year and we're not done yet. And 2020 has made a lot of people show sides of themselves that maybe are not the best sides. And in some ways it's understandable. Our stability or our illusion of stability has been shaken this year with all kinds of incidents. The pandemic made a lot of us feel that heightened feeling of cabin fever, and it's really did a lot of us. Now, some of us chose to stay in a negative state. Some of us chose to live in the fear, come from an energy of fear in everything they do and everything they encounter. And while a little bit of it's understandable, especially in the beginning, you're being told that you need to come out of it now. And I know it's easier said than done, but now is the time to come out of that negativity, come out of that fear, and let go of that mentality. Because right now is an important time. Whether we see what's going on physically or not, there's a lot going on behind the scenes. And a lot of distractions are going on in the world as well, depending on where you live. We're told to let go of our fear, let go of our negative way of thinking, show a little more compassion, and try to look at things from a little bit more of a positive standpoint. Ask yourself, do you believe what you're seeing on the news? Do you really think that is the truth? If you do, look a little deeper. Look at what you're being shown. Is it positive or is it negative? The negativity can be released in many ways. It can be from our own personal life by switching off the news. Stop feeding into the mainstream media way of life. Choose to think for yourself. Don't just blindly follow people. That's a very negative thing. That's a negative action. Because when you surrender your own power and just go along with everything without thinking it through or without researching your own stuff, that's saying it's okay to take your power. First of all, we're human. We are going to feel anger. It's going to happen. And the more we suppress it, the worse it's going to fester and the worse it'll come out. And it can be very destructive to you as well as to others around you. But if you can channel that negativity in a constructive way, as far as speaking your truth, speaking out, using your platform like videos or blogs or photography or whatever you're into to show your truth and try to help people along the way. I've felt a lot of anger, as I've said in many videos this year, more anger than I probably have ever felt in my life. I realized that I'm not here to change other people. I'm here to work on myself, and I had to purge some of that negativity. Now, it's still a work in progress. I still get angry sometimes, but when I know I can turn it around in a way that it can help others, maybe plant the seeds so they can take their own power back, then I know that can be channeled into something that's good. That's another way you can release your negativity. Whatever we focus on, that's what we attract. So just remember that. If you dwell on all the negative, bad things, you're going to attract more of that energy. Because it's definitely a law of attraction. If you start changing your course and start looking at improving yourself, a little more positivity, a little more gratitude, even if it's just a little bit, you'll start noticing that you'll attract better things. The universe is really stressing that now it's time to put that into action. Let go and move forward. So the second card is New Moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. Now, I realize confidence doesn't come naturally to everybody. Confidence is something you almost have to work on. It's part of about the inner work. But it's also giving yourself a chance. When you start believing in yourself and stop this self-negative talk and really, really take a moment to see what is truly good about you, your confidence will rise. Also, when you work on keeping your vibration high, confidence will naturally come to you. You will start seeing good things coming into your life. Again, the law of attraction. And you will be able to take a leap, do things maybe you never thought you'd have the courage to do. And if you're still in a lower vibration, that's okay. You're still working on things. However, when you start having that I can't mentality or even the I won't mentality, that is what your failure is. I don't honestly believe you can fail unless you never try. Even if you try and fail, air quotes there. You never failed. You tried. You did a lot more than a lot of people would do. And even if it didn't work out, it's a learning opportunity. You learn from that, you grow from that, and you have gained wisdom from that. And then the next time, you can try something different or tweak whatever you had done and move forward. And each failure is a stepping stone to success. So with that, confidence will come to you naturally, because after a while it won't be as scary going out of your comfort zone and actually handling your stuff and taking a chance to improve the person you are. I've always had some confidence in some things, and other things I really had to work at. And I'm really glad I did, because I learned a lot about myself. I still am. It's always a learning process. And it was important for me to go through certain things to gain that confidence, and so I could appreciate the successes I celebrated already. Because if I didn't go through that growth, if I didn't even fail at first and kept going and improving and moving forward and earning that confidence, basically, I wouldn't have appreciated the successes as much as I do now. Really, this is a simple message and complex at the same time, because it's going to hit everybody differently. Be confident, but not arrogant. There's a difference. Be like a lion. Be brave. Be bold. Speak your truth. Love one another. Show compassion and confidence. And you will see beautiful things come in. And last but not least, and it's kind of like, yeah, duh. You'll like this one. Emotions are running high. Super moon. And I joke because, no duh, this 2020 has been an emotion running high. And when everything hit, it really threw a lot of us off. It made us face ourselves. It made us deal with emotions and baggage that we ignored or that we didn't think we had. I thought a lot of things I dealt with were dealt with. Nope, I was wrong. There was a lot of deep-rooted things. I was triggered a lot. I'm starting to notice that again, so I'm still doing some work on that. And I really didn't understand why. And it forced me to take a look within instead of blaming everything else. And I'm telling you this because it's okay to have emotions. It is totally fine. Don't ever think you're not allowed to feel what you feel. It's all valid. We're human. We're here for the human existence. Just don't stay there. Allow yourself to process. Allow the emotions to flow through you, especially if you do meditation. Just observe them, let them flow through, but let them flow out. And the more you do this, the more you'll be able to be somewhat detached. And I don't mean in a bad way. You don't want to be detached where you don't care about people or care about yourself or have compassion. Being detached means letting go of the desired result. And that's where a lot of our emotions go in. When something didn't go our way, or maybe someone we love doesn't love us back, or we have to have something result in the exact picture that we imagine it as, we base our emotions and our expectations on that. And when it doesn't work out the way we want it to, emotions can run high. And that's not always a good thing. If you don't work on that, like I said earlier, your inner reality reflects all that in your outer reality. And you will have to face it anyway, just like a big mirror. So when you're having your emotions running high, try to be mindful. Think before you act. Be proactive. If you feel you can't be, just step back from the situation or the person you're dealing with and just allow yourself a little alone time. Allow yourself to reflect on why you're feeling a certain way and what you can do to help that emotion, or maybe even just let go of it. Sometimes we have to choose our battles in a way. But do be mindful. Be a little more patient with one another and be compassionate. This is what we need the most right now, is compassion. We are all connected, whether we're conscious of that or not. We're all connected, and we all affect one another. And the more that we at least try to have more compassion, more understanding, accept one another for how we are, and also accept sometimes that we're going to agree to disagree, and that is okay. Just be you, be authentic, be true to yourself, be true to the people around you and the people you love. And when your emotions run high, know it's okay to feel them, but try to be proactive. Try to use them in a positive way. So yeah, that's the reading for the next couple weeks. I hope it helped you. I hope it resonated for you. Even if you just got one little thing out of this, use that and look into it more, because that's a message the universe wanted you to have. And I send you a lot of love out there. And in the meantime, to know thyself is to know thy truth. Namaste.